So starting the test drive in this Explorer Active, the 2.3 Turbo 4 is a pretty peppy engine. Now specifically in the Mustang, it's crazy how quick it is. It is absolutely quick in that setup. Now here, it's a heavier SUV, still relatively quick, but it's very impressive to be pushed by a 3-row SUV being pushed by a turbo 4-cylinder pretty nicely is really good, I think. Now, even in this active trim level, very comfortable inside, rides very nicely on this platform. Similar to the Chevy Traverses, the Buick Enclaves, all those GM models there. And I feel like it might even have a leg up against the Toyota Highlander. But what I like about Ford is they don't seem to try and be cheap on certain things. I feel like they kind of followed in suit with GM with the nav subscription and go into Google Maps, but we still have wireless CarPlay, Android Auto here. We're not hearing about them trying to get rid of that and have their own system. And yeah, again, I think for the money you get quite a bit here, especially to have the 4-wheel drive there. And again, for this to be the active trim, I love the stitching on the steering wheel. You have that ActiveX, how it's wrapped there. The orange stitching, it just makes it feel like, almost like the inside of a Raptor. So I really like that about this vehicle. And on top of that, it's the same platform as a Lincoln Aviator. So if the Aviator rides good, this is gonna ride good. Even if it's not as luxurious, it doesn't have as many bells and whistles. And that's what you get here, something that just rides nicely down the road. Very smooth, very controlled. Not necessarily overly plush either. So I don't know if I misspoke. I've been in eco mode the whole time, so I'm gonna put it in the normal mode. And one thing I can say is the eco mode on the Explorer with the 2.3 feels better than the eco mode on the Aviator with the twin turbo V6. That eco mode didn't feel right when I was driving it. It did its job, kind of limiting throttle response, trying to save fuel. But in this 2.3 that's meant to be more of the efficient counterpart anyway, the eco mode feels very nice, almost like a comfort mode to me in this Explorer. Yeah, the normal mode, it wants to rev a little higher than in the eco mode, doesn't want to shift as much. It's still shifting enough. It's not like a sport mode or anything like that, but I'm surprised with just under light throttle how high in the RPMs it was going. Now with this being a smaller engine and being gasoline, that's not really a bad thing, but it's interesting. Now being in this kind of stop and go traffic, catching all these lights, I'm actually glad I've gotten this so you can kind of see how this drives on a day-to-day basis. Just being in this traffic, if you live in a normal sized town, maybe this one's a bit crowded, but you see how this moves in traffic during rush hour, and you can kind of get a feel for it that way. So a lot of stop and go. You really don't have to give this much throttle. You just kind of push it, the turbo pulls it a bit, and then you can kind of start coasting on the brake. So we're gonna put it in the sport mode, and let's see how this thing gets up to speed. Luckily, no one's behind me. Here we go. I love that sound. Yeah, that's actually really nice. And I had it in sport mode, but I didn't give it much throttle at all. But that was impressive. But I want to give one more big thanks to Ford Lincoln of Franklin for allowing me to review this Explorer today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your info, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get to the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. Now, I do have the lane centering on, hands-free, adaptive cruise. And I feel like the Explorer is it's just a solid SUV. I feel even in the more basic trims, I don't feel like Ford's necessarily trying to skimp out now. The fixed roof thing was kind of crazy to pay $1,700 for a sunroof, and it's not even an EV. It's just a fixed roof. Now you get that $400 discount, but I mean, other than that, this still, I think, is top 3 best 3-row SUV, like overall deal on the market in terms of the power output, how you can customize the power output. You get 4-wheel drive here. Infotainment's nice. We still have wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. And just how these drive, I love. We have that 10 speed that feels good. The 2.3 again just feels stronger than it should be. I feel like it's a better 4-cylinder than the 2.5 that we're getting in the new Traverses, the new Acadias. And that's crazy to me. This thing really does scoot, in my opinion. And it's a looker. It's nice. It's capable. Been a great option for years. So all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2026 Ford Explorer Active with 4-wheel drive.